This is not just picking the winners and losers, but picking when they'll win. And it's what happens to the other 131 empty storefronts.
Exactly.
But they don't get nothing. They don't get any help, and they had to pay real money. They had to invest money out of their pockets. And now you've got a construction company that went in the Superblock. And I guess that's some kind of art. And I don't understand.
Or maybe it's innovation. I'm not sure. It's one of the two, yeah. Because it's in that district.
You've opened an art district, and you're giving to only who you select to be there the rights to sell beer and alcohol.
That's right.
And you put the beer and alcohol out because it was a moratorium against alcohol, because alcohol was not for that place.
Oh,
except when the city had the property for 3 years.
They passed an ordinance to outlaw alcohol from there, and now, like you say, they've had it for 3 years. Now somebody that may be a very good friend of somebody on city council, I don't know, but you would tend to think that way.
Why would they not release who it is and their background and what they have did, how accomplished they are?
Right.
Why do we not see how accomplished they are as a business?
Exactly. Now we have changed the city ordinance to again allow craft breweries back in.
Now that you've thrown a very, very nice, responsible veteran out.
A veteran of the Army.
A veteran who saved her money. I met her. She saved her money. She opened a business that sold alcohol. They immediately put her out and seized her property, and now they've put someone in that nobody knows.
Yeah.
So alcohol is not for a veteran of the United States Army, but it's good for somebody that the city manager or the mayor knows. And this is not what the voters of Myrtle Beach should be looking at. I hope that they see through this farce. They've been saying they're going to do the Superblock. They have put millions and millions and millions of dollars and over 20 years in the Superblock. They've said the same exact things. Every time there's an election, they come and say they're going to do something on the Superblock. For some reason, well, the Superblock isn't so super. And the voters out there need to know that these morons who keep talking about the same district for over 20 years, and it's empty now. What did they do the last 20 years?
They did nothing.
They did nothing but talk every election about how they're going to do something.
But I think the real danger here is you brought out the city's picking winners and losers. It is picking winners, and that's not the job of the government. The government is supposed to provide basic services, police, fire, water, sewer, basic services. And it's not supposed to be in the real estate business. It's not supposed to be doing central planning for any section of the city.
Yeah.
Other than maybe if you have a government section, and we'll let them central plan government buildings. But they're not supposed to be doing it, and especially not to the detriment of businesses that have been here. Well, you've been in business here 39 years, right? 39, and they don't want to hear from you. They've forgotten more than you know. They think.
I have to take the losses, and what's interesting is, and the voters should know that the people that they're picking don't have to put any money down, but they're all of a sudden they're pillars of the community and they're business leaders. This guy from Columbia, the construction guy, he's not putting any money. We offered to buy that property, me and another man from Pennsylvania, for all cash closing, immediate, 25% over what he offered. That's in an email to the city and to the council. Never did we hear a word from them. Never was there a word, and they sold to him instead of someone who had devoted their life. The voters out there need to know that people who devoted their life to Myrtle Beach, who have worked and sweated and had their own money to buy, the city is closing them down and will not talk to them. But someone they've met in Columbia, through some meeting or something in some political venue in Columbia, now they put him in with zero money down. All of a sudden, he's now in the Superblock.
Well, and that's the thing that's so wrong. You have any property owned by the city. Let's say the city takes a property due to whatever reason. Okay, there should be requests for proposals put out by the city, public notice, request for proposals for the next 30 or 60 days. We'll be accepting proposals on this property here, and then put in your proposal. And then those proposals should be opened in public session, and they should be compared
Same as
publicly. It should be exactly like bids for projects.
Just like bidding, but this city council refuses to do it because everything's in back doors, because it's all done with friends and business partners.
Cronies.
And why would they not do it? Why, Paul, would they not? Why would the city council not want every citizen in Myrtle Beach to have the same opportunity to buy that property and to put an art district or whatever they want in it? Why does the citizens of Myrtle Beach, that they want their vote, but they don't want them in that property?
And that's what's totally unfair. The citizens, the voters, are the last people on their minds. They only become on their minds when it comes time for election time. Vote for me because I'm an incumbent and I know what I'm doing, or look what I did or what I didn't do, or let's not talk about that, or we got a lot of plans in secret behind the scenes that we can't let out now for one reason or another. But believe me, they're great. Vote for me and keep me in office. What the voters should be looking at is to vote them out and get people in there that attend to the basic services that any government should provide, and let capitalism be capitalism. I am Paul Gable. I'm sitting here talking to Tuvia Wilkes about the upcoming election in Myrtle Beach in November the 5th. And these programs are all paid for by the Horry County Citizens for Responsible Government.